Right, today we are going to show you a little bit more about our cooking and what we eat as the African and the American. So we're going to show you something interesting today. And remember, she's the African.
And he's the American. Today we're going to make spaghetti. To cook spaghetti, we have spaghetti.
That's just not any spaghetti, is it?
Is organic
Whole
wheat spaghetti.
Because we like to eat healthy, don't we?
And we have ground beef.
And not just any ground beef. But this is
organic.
the pure organic ground beef.
We have green pepper. We have onions. We have garlic. We have tomato paste. And we have iron pan where we're going to saute everything. And we have water boiling here where we're going to
Ready for the spaghetti, it looks like.
spaghetti. So let's get started.
All right.
And we will show you the final product.
Gotta get that spaghetti in that water. Let's start cooking. Gotta stir it in there real good. Getting ready to saute these items, and I like to just start putting it. Just put a little bit of olive oil in the pan, not that much. We just put these things all together. Onion, garlic, and
There's a wooden spoon over there.
there's a wooden spoon there. So, kind of medium-high heat here, and almost high, but not all the way. So you can get this sauteed, kind of brownish. Real good, and with the iron pan, this is really good. And the reason why I'm explaining this is I showed Lucia this recipe a while back. She loves when I make some. This is the same recipe because usually I'll make mustacholi, but today we have some spaghetti available. You can use the same thing with mustacholi, spaghetti, any kind of pasta.
That's right. Yep.
So, normally, mostly, Mushia cooks everything, but here in the last couple of days, I've cooked a few meals, so, as the African and the American, we eat similar food, The interesting thing is, we both eat chicken, we both eat beef. I would say in her culture and style, she eats a lot more fish, but she still eats the beef, the chicken, not too much pork. Neither one of us eat too much pork. But I love fish too. And there's a difference. You'll see in a lot of recipes Mushia makes, she gets her meats and she makes a beautiful sauce. Everything's with a sauce. The way we cook in America, everything's usually kind of dry. You cook that meat, it's dry. But I like it much better the way Mushia makes the meats. Everything, chicken, steak, beef, everything got a beautiful sauce. Even the fish, everything. And where we can make the fufu, and it's really, really tasty. So here we are, we're just sauteing this. It takes a few minutes to get that brown. Well, looks like this is almost good and brown. Sauteed, as they call it. So like that. So then it's time to cook the ground beef. I can just put the whole thing. And then just start mashing it a little bit. So now that we got the beef in there, I'm going to use some regular seasoned salt. Get it nice and cover it up kind of nice there. Get the flavor. I like a little bit of red pepper, not too much. That's all. See? Italian seasoning. There's a lot of that in there. And oregano. Whole oregano. Nice. Whatever kind of oregano you can find. Very good with these dishes. It's smelly. That is good. Got all that going. And now we just...
You use black pepper or no?
I'll put a little bit. Not too much. Okay, I think that's all because I already put red pepper, so just slightly. Alright, so now what I like to do once this is cooking, let me cover it and it'll cook faster. So now we got the beef cooking a little bit. Now what I like to do, I don't know if you like to do this, if you look, there's this oil coming out of, the fat. So I like to push more of the fat out of there. Some people might like that fat, but I like, for some reason.
That looks like juicy.
Yeah, some people might like it in there, but I also like to have good arteries, so I'm just gonna put the cover on and just pour a lot of it out. That's good enough. Then I'll leave whatever else comes. Good to go. Now at this point, okay, I'll cover that up. I usually get an old coffee container to put the fat. Now, at this point, I'll put these back in here. Remember to saute, put them all together. And some of the seasoning may have went out, but I'll just add a little bit of salt. Remember, we've got a bunch of spaghetti that we're going to be mixing together. So it kind of needs to be seasoned a lot for some reason. And with a full menu like this, it takes a lot of seasoning. So now I'll just cook this till this ground beef is all the way done. All right, well, this is about ready for the sauce. Now, I just like to use tomato paste because with all of these seasonings and everything, we're making our own sauce with this. So this is much more better, I think, than buying the ready-made sauce in a jar. This one, you can season it any way you want, and it's healthier. And it hasn't been sitting on the shelf somewhere, Now, the tomato paste, of course, that is from the can, but at least the rest of it is very fresh. So the paste now. With that, you got to add water. About as much, about maybe, let me see, usually double the water of the paste. Just a little more water. About double usually of whatever paste you use. So yeah, usually 1 can of paste and then 2 of those cans of water. Usually do it. Then you start mixing it. Now, I have a secret ingredient. This ketchup. Now, not too much now, but it gives such a nice flavor. Like if I little, but not a lot, you know. So we'll just mix it real good. I'm not a chef, but sometimes I've needed to learn how to cook, so I've asked God, and I would just see a lot of things come before me of what to put together and what to do, and sometimes it comes out okay. Well, when the Lord is showing me, it always comes out okay, but as much as I know what He's saying and what He's showing me, you know, then I can make a perfect dish, but it's not always perfect because as we try some things on our own. But here we go. Let that just cook now, kind of on low to medium heat. I emptied the water. I drained it in the strainer. Coming back here, everything looks like it's ready to go. We'll be eating in minutes here. Put this together. All of it. And then what I like to do also is take a little of this. Mustard Jolie's a little easier to deal with, but I'll try with the spaghetti. Right, take a little bit of this. Yeah, there we go. And just rub it around. Get all the sauce as much as possible. The iron pan is good, you know. It just makes it better when you're making something like spaghetti.
But any pan you have, if you don't have iron pan,
that's right.
You can still cook.
Do it. Yeah. Iron pans, they're very heavy, but there's something about it. Make it good when you're sauteing things. So there we go. Now, get this other spoon. Just mix it all around here. And you can see how it's becoming a finished product. Okay, finished product. She is getting started. We already prayed. And it's looking good.